All right, is this working? Oh yeah, it says we're live here. All right, so we'll give it a couple minutes. We'll let some people show up here. Oh, that's kind of a little wobbly. We'll use this time to find a shim. Whoa, because that is a little wobbly. I want it to be not crooked either. Let's see what we got here. It's all part of the journey, right? Hang on one second. All right, hang on. That seems a little bit better. How's that audio sound? Does that sound all right? Oh, hey, Greg. How's that audio? Is that audio sound okay, Greg? Let me see here. Thumbs up. I'll take it. So, hey, Greg, I know I got you here. I know I mentioned it in a comment, but I refilmed that intro video. That was a great point. All that intro clips I put in the front of all my videos, that was all wintertime stuff. There's snow on the ground in every clip. So in tomorrow's video, Greg, you'll see the new intro, and I gave you a shout out. I know I'm giving you a spoiler alert right now, but I gave you a shout out for that. So good point. Good call there. I really do appreciate that. Hey, Rich. Evening, Jay. Sounds good. Yeah, you know what's funny? The acoustics in here, now that the shiplap is in, it's weird. The sound doesn't like echo as much, and it looks actually really good on camera. So I'm glad it looks good. Who else we got here? Let me see here. Hey, Sean. All right, we got all our regulars. We got all our true supporters. Like I said, I'm gonna go for however long it takes. I'm not gonna go past 9. I know Dan back 40, he goes live at 9, so I tune into his live chats too. So we won't take it past 9 because I know a lot of you guys will hop over there after this. So yes, this is the pre-warm up because his live chats are wild. So I don't live chats are tough. For those of you who don't know, I work nights. So generally, like, I'm around during the day. I have the kids, but I'm around during the day. But I don't know if I'd have like a good audience in the middle of the day. I really don't know. I guess I'd have to just give it a shot. So anyways, what else we got here? Brandon, what's up, bro? Shed's looking awesome. Yes, thank you. This is so cool. I mean, the shed came out awesome. We are on, I got a video posting tomorrow. We are on our 3rd coat of clear. We're going to put our 3rd coat on tomorrow, and I got a video coming out tomorrow night. So it's awesome. The pine really came out great. It looks awesome in the video. So I'm glad the audio sounds good. I was a little bit worried because it was really echoey before with the open studs, but now that we got, I'll have to show you. I got the computer on 2 wire spools. It's total redneck right now. I got a ton of stuff behind the computer here. The computer actually reached. I'm surprised the Wi-Fi reached, so that's good. All right, hold on. Let me catch up with the comments. Shane, what's up, buddy? Shane and Rich, you guys are moderators. I did that the other day. Richie's Outdoors, what's up? Dan Atkins, good evening, everyone from the West Coast. All right. Shane, don't light a match in there. Yeah, that wouldn't be good. Tyler, hey, Jay. Hoppy Homestead, how's it going, brother? Love the wall. All right, I appreciate it. I'm glad you guys like it. I'm glad it looks good. Now that I have a good backdrop, my basement was kind of like, the kitchen's got weird lighting and the basement's kind of dark. So the fact that we're out here and the shiplap and everything, it's bright, I like that. I think this is the place to go. I was a little nervous I'm going to try to do these live chats more often. I might even pop on during the week. I nap my kids around, what time is it? Usually 12 to like 2 is there in both their nap times. So I might hop on, once or twice a week, anywhere in that window, see kind of who's out there in the market for live chats. Shane, Hoppy Homestead, it's a good backdrop, works really well. Also not very echoey at all. That's good. I'm glad it's not echoey. A bunch of people asked me why I didn't insulate. I got a bunch of comments saying, "Oh, why didn't you insulate?" Again, I don't know. I didn't really have the money to. The floor only has plywood in it, so if I insulated the walls, that means I would have had to done plywood on the underneath of the joist there, and then obviously our rafters are only 2x4, and they're 24 inches on center. If this makes any sense, it would have been a pain in the butt to insulate the shed. So I said, the heck with that. I'm just going to roll with the shiplap. I do want to, I want to put a wood stove in here. I think, how cool would that be? Let me know in this stream here. How cool would that be to have a wood stove in here, like a potbelly stove? I want to see the flame, something that, you know, you can see the flame, little glass door, and do live chats in the wintertime. Come out here and start the, you know, fire an hour before, let it heat up. I don't know. That would be pretty neat. All right, let's see here. Comments. Tyler, hey Jay, how you doing? Firewood, I'm doing good. I have a couple. I have probably 10 acres worth of wood out there that I haven't even touched yet. We've been waiting. I got some big news. Oh yes, I forgot. I got big news. I'm going to tell you. Sorry, I kind of hop around a little bit, but we'll come back to the firewood. Thoughts on heating the shed, Greg? I just mentioned it. Hoppy says, so I found your channel from your boiler videos. I started my slab to. Hoppy, you're trying to get your wood boiler off your trailer there. I know the stove shop in my county. He's got this special trailer jig. It's like an A-frame with a hook that you're going to need something that will lift that. I mean, I hate to say it, you're going to need like a mini excavator or some type of specialty lift. Unless you could kind of like the Egyptians, I guess, pull it to the back of the trailer, get some round logs maybe and pull it up. I don't know. I'd have to be there. Sounds like a whole lot of redneck engineering, but I'm not super sure how you get that off the trailer. Next comment here. Shane, any plans for the ceiling? Yes, I was planning on doing, watch, ready? Look at this. I was planning on doing shiplap on the ceiling, but we ran out. I ended up trimming a couple inches off that whole wall on each piece because there was a lot of bugs, and I didn't want that. So we lost a lot of stock that way. But eventually I go back to Kevin's and mill some more, and we're going to do the ceiling for sure. I think that will help with the heat in the wintertime too, having that, you know, that low ceiling. I think this is a 10-foot ceiling maybe. So I think that would work out really good. Brandon said the stove would go great. Definitely need the wood stove. I have a small jodel. I'll deliver to you. That thing's probably heavy. I'm sure it's cast. Rich, $5 super chat. Thank you, buddy. The wood stove fund. Let's start. Because I don't heat enough with firewood. Let's add another thing I have to cut and split for. It doesn't matter. I have so much small scrap wood. I could live out here if I got a small wood stove that burned whatever, 12, 16 inches. But the wood stove fun, I love it. That's funny. Tim Freeman, hello, Jay, and everyone from Georgia. Hey, Tim. I try to read all the comments. There's nothing more I hate than being in a live chat and just having your comments blown over. So if I miss a comment, let me know. Just kind of repost it again, but I try to read every comment. If you guys haven't realized too, I also I answer all the comments in every videos. I make it a thing. Before I post a video, I'll go to the comment section and I'll answer everybody's comments. I truthfully believe you guys spend so much time watching the videos and supporting the channel. I can reciprocate that. So I try to answer all the comments before I post a new video. So if you get a reply from me, there's probably a video going to be posted because I try to blow through all the comments before I post a new video. Okay, where was I? Hey, Scott. What's up, Jay? David Outdoors. Hello from Syracuse, New York. I love my outdoor boiler. Absolutely. Hit the like button, everybody. Yes. Thank you, David. Hit the like button. That will help the YouTube algorithm. Josh Litt. Hello, Jay from Canada. Boiler is shut down. I'm busy stacking wood for next year. I tell you, Josh, that's the story of my life. We're going to start going back to Kevin's house and getting some loads of slab wood. I'm actually thinking, and I'm going to post a video in a few days on it, my cargo trailer, I want to build some sides, either weld up and have some like fence post stakes, but the trailer can haul 7,000 pounds, and those pine slabs don't weigh that. So I would love to haul about double the capacity now. That would be absolutely fantastic with my Doolittle trailer there. So that's coming forward. We're going to do some fabrication. I'm hoping to go to my buddy. He's my best man at my wedding. He's an absolute fantastic welder. I'm hoping he can weld me up some either some tubing so I can slide some fence posts in. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But we're going to be hauling some serious wood with that trailer. Daniel Atkins, you could rent a heavy duty forklift. Oh, I think that was referring to the outdoor boiler comment earlier. Yeah, you need something. You need something to pull it, most likely from the top. They have an anchor point where you're supposed to, unload them and lift them. People use their excavators, cranes, all that stuff. But Larry Cluck, hey Larry. Hoppy said again, it's going to be interesting. The guy I bought it from said they use a skid steer. Yeah, you're going to need something with some lifting power. My Kubota BX would not be lifted that outdoor boiler, especially if it had 400 gallons of water in it. What's that? 8 times 400? That's way more than my little Kubota could lift. Greg said ceiling will definitely help with the heat loss. That's for sure. Wood stove sounds like a great idea. Why not, right? Wouldn't this be cool? Go out to the outdoor boiler, shovel a handful of, Shane knows what I'm talking about. Everybody who has an outdoor boiler knows you have some rock, you have some big coals in there. Get a metal shovel, right? Shovel a handful of coals, come in the shed and just throw the coals into the wood stove, throw some firewood rounds on it. That would be the easiest way to start a fire. That would be cool. I got an Avalon wood stove. All right, I'm gonna have to do some research. Hey Travis. Dan, I do the same thing. Good live, Jay. Appreciate it, Richie. Hoppy said I made a wood stove out of 55-gallon drum. That would be awesome. That would be huge. My shed's only like 10 by 12. So that I definitely need some type of, like, not a rocket stove. I almost said rocket stove. Some type of potbelly stove. So we'll see what we got. David was stacking 20 cords the other day. God bless you, man. Gus, good evening. Go 603. Gus is a fellow New Hampshire resident. Appreciate you tuning in, buddy. You should go live on Instagram. People can join. I'll figure that out. I've never done that. So I can add that too. David again said, just found your channel, just subbed. Great channel. Love burning wood. Who doesn't, honestly? Chainfall will get it off the trailer. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. David said big coals. Yes, that is for sure. Sometimes that outdoor boiler at night, there's a couple people, Shane especially. Shane runs his all year long, and God bless you, pal, because I love firewood, but I do not love running that machine for 12 months out of the year. I would not be running that when it's 100 degrees out. Last thing I want to do is open that door and melt. But God bless you, pal, for running yours. After the live, can you pop by and give me a hand moving my lathe in my shop? Yeah, I wish I could help. Absolutely. I would love to do one day, like go around like New Hampshire and help out like fellow subscribers. That would be such a cool series, just to go, help people with either tree work or cutting firewood. That would be awesome. Load up everything. Load up all the saws, all the wood splitters, axes. Just go and help people out, kind of pay it forward. That would be such an awesome thing. I would love to do that. Let me kind of spin off here on a tangent here, and then I'll catch up. I think I'm caught up with the comments. I would love to do that, like paying it back. Like again, just going around helping subscribers, making videos on it. That would be so cool, because there's some people that just need that little bit of help to just get them over the hump or get everything stacked or ready. That would be so much fun to definitely pay it forward. So I would definitely consider that, in the future sometime, not anytime soon, because things are crazy right now and the kids are little and all that fun jazz. Shane says we are getting a wood-fired hot tub to do more wood for it. That would be cool. I've seen the ones that have, like, they look like whiskey barrels. They're big and they have the little. This is probably exactly what you're talking about. You have the little condenser coil copper thing, and then you kind of get a fire going and convection, whatever. I don't know the actual witchcraft behind it, but those are cool. That would be neat. A wood-fired hot tub would be cool. I've always wanted to. I have a rocket stove, like a little camp rocket stove, bug out one. I haven't cooked anything with it, but I would love to cook something with wood heat. I've never done. I've cooked, like, marshmallows and hot dogs over fire, but nothing like that. But let's see here. Hoppy, all right, bud, have a great live. Have to do some work. All right, Hoppy, thanks for tuning in, buddy. I appreciate it. Travis, your woodshed looks awesome. Thank you, buddy. In the woods with the Capones. Hey, Jay, great channel. Thanks again. Appreciate you guys always tuning in. Everybody that's commenting right now in the live chat is a what's it called? Is a consistent tuner-inner subscriber. Sorry. Scott Marley asked for 40 grand per helping hand. Scott, the $40,000 woodshed. We're sitting in the $40,000 woodshed. That's awesome. What we got? Yeah, Gus, I knew you would pick up on that. Come on over and have 2 tractors, let you drive the Kubota. Yeah, that would be cool. I would love to one day help out subscribers in the general area. I wouldn't be driving out to like, Midwest, but something local. That would be fun to do. I'm debating about hooking up my Heatmore boiler into a hot tub. I would definitely, David, hold that thought. We're going to get into chainsaws next. If we did get a hot tub, I would definitely tie it into the outdoor boiler because why not? I don't know how that would work. I don't know if it would be like a heat exchanger system or I don't know. It would be super neat though. We do have an extra heating zone on our house that is just capped. It's a spare zone, so we don't use that for anything. So I think if we got a hot tub, that would be really cool. All right, chainsaw. What saw do you prefer? Great question. Honestly, I'm not one of those guys that has run every saw out there, but I cannot speak highly enough about my Echo chainsaws. The 490 and the 590. The 590 is an absolute monster. If I had to if a tree fell at the end of the driveway right now, that's the saw I would grab. I've run about probably 20 tanks of fuel through it. I've kind of retuned it a little bit, and the thing absolutely cranks. That would be my go-to saw for sure. If I just had to pick one. I do have, Dave, I'm sure you've seen, I do have a 257 Husky. I do like that saw. That thing screws too. I got a 28-inch bar on that. That's my bucking saw, a really long bar, so I don't have to bend over. But I'm an equal opportunity mechanic. I'm an equal opportunity sawyer. I would literally, if I came across anything that was a good deal, I would grab it. I'm not one of those guys that's, oh, that brand sucks. This brand's the best. I've run Echoes most of the 5.5 years 6 years we've been here, and that's just what I'm happy with. I do love my little McCulloch though. I don't have any of my saws in here now. There's barely anything in here, or I'd be showing you guys. But yeah, I can't say enough. Shane says steel 442 or 661. Yeah, those are some serious pony saws. I would my next saw I think would be the Echo 7310. I'm in a lot of hold on one second. I'm in a lot of chainsaw groups, and people are really, really liking Echo's new 7310. And if it's anything like the 590, I'm already happy with it, and I don't even own it yet. So that's just my 2 cents. Any advice you can give for someone who's just getting started with a channel? It's funny that people are asking me for channel advice because I don't really have a large channel. I mean, I have 6,700 subscribers. The best thing would just be stay consistent, avoid like the controversial like clickbait. I don't do like any clickbait style, like, oh my God, I caught somebody trespassing, or, I don't do any of that stuff. I don't like it. What you see in my videos is what you get, whether especially the boiler videos or the saw shed, like staining, applying the shiplap, staining the shiplap, tearing the shed apart, splitting wood, like whatever I say, I'm doing. So I would say just starting out on a YouTube channel, I would just stay consistent with what you're doing. Definitely give people the time of day to read comments, recognize the people like all you guys, recognize the people that always tune in, because those are the people that are really going to make your channel grow. Is like, what do we got, 18 people in here? I have 6,600 people, and every time I post a video, it at least gets 200. So I know out of 6,600 people, 200 people are the true believers that will tune into anything. So it's kind of like they call it like the 10-15% rule. So if I have 1,000 subscribers, chances are I'm going to get probably at least 100 people to tune in every video. So just because I have like 6,700 subscribers doesn't mean I'm getting 6,600 views a video. So there's not really a correlation, but I would just keep doing what you're doing, stay consistent with it, and definitely give people the time of day, answer comments. Don't be like, cool, thanks. Be like, hey, Tom, appreciate it. Or, you know what I mean? Give people the time of day. I think that's why people like my channels, because I always answer them, and I like the dialogue. So in the backyard with Dell, hey, Jay, I'm wanting an Echo. It's not a bad saw. I got nothing bad to say about them. The 490 and the 590 and the 2511 top handle saw I've used. That thing cranks. Kevin has one of those. You need to come to Bedford, Pennsylvania. I would love to do I would love to travel. COVID and this year, everything was crazy. The kids are so little, so it's not even in the near future. But I would love to travel and hit a bunch of other channels and other subscribers and stuff, like I kind of said earlier. David said, I work for the state, so I'm cutting with all types of saws. Trees go down, I grab and go. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm an equal opportunity employer. People tend to gravitate, like I gravitate to Echo. I'm a Chevy guy, but if I found some, old F-100 Ford project, like will it start type thing, I'd be like, yeah, I'd dive all over that. I don't really care. Hamilton Farm. Hey, Hank. Thanks for tuning in. I looked at my YouTube page. It's been over a year since my last live chat. So Gus said, that's why I enjoy watching you. Yeah, Gus, there's nothing. I understand like the big channels when they get like, they get 12,000 comments a video. Yeah, I understand it's hard to keep up with everybody, but I mean, as of right now, I can keep up with everybody. I set the time aside. So it's definitely something you want to do. Jay, keeping it real. Those are the best channels. Thank you, Rich. I appreciate it. Good channel. Jay, glad I found you. Dave says, I deer hunt and burn wood. I want to get into hunting. Hopefully my wife's not watching this live chat from inside the house, but she'll be knocking on the door like, I don't think so. I would love to hunt for sure. We own 18 acres. There's 20 acres next to us of conservation land, and there's about 100 in the back before you hit any roads. So we are in a huge woodlot here, and we own only a fraction of it. One day, though, mark my words, all 18 of you, I want to buy, there's 57 acres that are attached to our property. Like maybe 40 feet of our property line touches it. It's a weird shape, all woods. That's where that pond is that you guys have seen. It's 57-acre lot. I would kill to buy that one day. That would be incredible to own that. Capone said, thanks for the advice. David said, Chevy, yes. I started the Ford versus Chevy thing. Hop in the heavy Chevy and come to Connecticut. Bring some fireworks. Absolutely. Are fireworks even allowed down there? I know some states are very Richie, Chevrolet. Oh yeah. All right. We got some Chevy brethren in here. I like it. I shot a nice 8-pointer last year. Yeah, I mean, hunting, I have nothing against hunting. Absolutely. I mean, it's there's, I can't say anything bad about it. It's like the same people who yell at you for cutting down trees are the same people who are going to yell at you for shooting a deer. They just don't understand how the infrastructure works. And if they did 10 minutes of research, they would realize that, hunting and forestry, it's all part of the cycle there. So very easy to justify that. So I would love to hunt on our property for sure. That would be a nice addition. Yeah, Hank, if I got that land, oh man, I would definitely, what I would do? My wife had this idea. I would build a barn out there and rent it, like obviously put it like a class 6 road in. I would build a barn out there and like rent it out for venues, weddings, graduation parties, whatever, because the rental rates now, I have my friend Josh who does the drone work. I was talking to him the other day. The rental rate now for buildings like that is like $10,000 for an event. Imagine making 10 grand in one night for people using your structure. I don't know. I'm thinking so far out, it's incredible. I got stuff planned for like 30 years. I got stuff planned for when my kids are like 18 years old. So there'll be a lot. As long as God is good and everything keeps going, I'm gonna keep doing the channel here. I love it, absolutely. Can never have too much land. Yeah, Greg, I got some great advice once. They said they're not making any more of it. And I hate how they're just slamming in these cookie cutter additions, these cookie cutter multi complex, quarter acre lot houses everywhere. I hate it. I hate it. There's no more. They're sucking up the land everywhere, and I feel like duplexes and houses are going up everywhere. I don't like it at all. I see too much wood being just completely torn down. That's a whole nother topic in itself. Travis has to run. Thank you, buddy, for tuning in. I appreciate it. God bless, man. Thank you. Get your bow. Your wife will never hear the drop. I do want to get a bow. I've shot bow recreationally. Definitely want to do it. Yeah, David, like an Airbnb, even just building like a cabin out there. Imagine that, building like a little road, that would come through our house here and then go out into the back 40 there. And have a little cabin out there, like a little wood stove. That would be cool. That would be a sweet B&B. Any tips for edging a gravel driveway? Josh, I would say one thing is you crown your driveway. Make sure you crown it. So if you have a box blade, tilt it so you're pulling that rock from the low to the high. You want to crown your driveway. Our 400-foot driveway, I adjusted one side of our box blade, so I kind of crowned it. I'm not the best with the machine, but it came out pretty good. You want to make sure you have a crown. Whether you're using a box blade or like a land plane, you want to make sure you tilt it so the stone will crown. Colin said, what's up? Hey, Colin. What are you trying to change? Replying to refreshing overgrown grass. Want to top it, clean up, blah blah blah. Your cabin would stay packed. Absolutely. First of all, it'd be something we could use if it was on our property, but renting it out, insulate it, pour a slab, fireplace, just total, have like a potable water tank out there, just total like off grid. People can reset. I mean, everybody needs a reset here and there. Absolutely. So that would be so cool. Weed whacker on angle to cut a straight line. Okay, good stuff. You're good people. Love your work. Take care, J-Man. Thanks, Richie. All right, big news for the 21 of you that are in here. I officially am renting a mini excavator, a Bobcat E55 with a forestry mulching head. This has been the biggest secret I've kept from you guys. This has been in the works for about a month. In September, we have a Bobcat E55, the tracked mini excavator with the bucket, landscape bucket, regular bucket with the thumb, and then the forestry package. So it's got the dual rotary head, so we can reach out and trim the vegetation. Oh man, I cannot wait to get that. It is going to be insane. That the machine's probably, I think it's like $65,000 machine. It's incredible. So we are going to rent it for either a week or a weekend. And I have you guys to thank for always tuning in and supporting the channel. I've put, some money aside for this since we moved in. I've been putting money aside for this. I cannot wait. That is the big news of the night. We are renting a mini excavator with the forestry head. So I need some feedback. You can leave it in a future video or leave it now. I think I'm going to go through with the blade, with the bucket, with the thumb, and just clear and grade with the front blade. And then after we're all said and done, I think I'll go through with the forestry head and I'll kind of trim back the vegetation. Our land, the cool thing about our 18 acres, it's never been logged. It's never been touched. We have a lot of wetland setbacks, and where we're going we're not impeding on the wetlands at all. It's not like I'm bulldozing through those, so we're staying clear of those. But it's going to be insane. Let me just catch up on comments here. Hank said, Airbnbs are super popular here. Of course, you're never more than 50 miles from the beach. Yeah, it's true, being on a peninsula. I own rentals. Your cabin would work. Nice machine. I'm going to get a ton done with that machine. Josh, yeah, it would be so handy. That machine is going to be so handy. Time to play, absolutely. Yeah, David. I mean, I'm sure you can attest to that. If you run mini excavators all the time, they are super handy. It's going to be insane. I have okay, Hank says use the mulcher right from the get-go. You don't need the bucket. That's true, but a lot of my that's the thing. I need to be super efficient, so I've been watching every video. I watched the whole series. I think Mike Morgan with Outdoors with the Morgans, he cut in trails on his property, but his land is nothing like mine. Mine is super thick, super overgrown. So I kind of like what you're saying, Hank. I think it'd be easier to go through probably and comb my way through with the mulcher, and then after I can come back through with the blade and the bucket, because I need to level it. See, right now it's super, super bumpy. That's why you never see footage of me driving through the trails, because the camera is all over the place. So absolutely, it's going to be insane. I run minis. They're super easy. Yeah, I remember that, Shane. I was actually going to email you, buddy, for some feedback. But the thumb is super handy for sure. You should reach out to Mike Morgan. Yeah, I probably, when that machine gets here, I probably will, because he's one of the first video series I watched. I watched that when that came out, actually. I've been subscribing to Mike Morgan for a while now. I subscribe to a lot of the firewood channels because, again, this community is awesome. And again, I'm just a pawn in the whole YouTube world as far as firewood and homesteading and blah, blah, blah. But I've been following that channel for a while, and I remember watching his series on that. And I was just like, yeah, I need that. I was like, that's what I need around here. And then I talked to Bobcat and I explained, my property. And he's like, all right, well, why don't we do a package? We'll throw in the mulcher head. And I was like, I won't argue against that. So that's going to be super fun. Logan, hello. Hey, buddy. I've seen your name a ton on the channel lately. Be back. Gotta go lock my birds up. Okay, Dave. Yeah, sure. No problem. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. So what do we got here? We got 19 people here. We got 8 thumbs up. So please, if you haven't yet, hit that thumbs up. We're still going to go for a little bit longer. Kids are sleeping. It is 8:43, so we're good. We're good to keep rolling. So I bought something today, and I'll share with you guys because you guys are the true believers. So a lot of you have been following the Ship Lab realized I busted my rear sanding and finishing these. So a little late to the party, I bought a DeWalt corded 3 1/4 electric planer. So I think what we're gonna use this on our sauce lab here. As you can see, we need to resurface that. So everybody said, buy a planer, buy a planer, buy a planer. Stop, sanding. You've been sanding your life away. So yes, I finally did it. I'm gonna make a video on itself. You guys cost me $139, but it was money well spent. Can't complain. James says the wood looks great. Thank you. Hank says I gotta run. Glad I caught a few minutes. Thanks for tuning in, Hank. I appreciate it. I know you guys are down busy there in Florida. He said he has a few fights. A few fights between the wife. Sure, absolutely. Who doesn't? Brian, hey Jay. Hey Brian. Thanks for tuning in. I read the comments and I read them back. I don't know why I do that. I'm so used to watching other people's live chats that it's just a habit for me. But yes, that's going to be, what do we got coming up forward? Let's talk about that. We're almost done with the shed. Yeah, there's got another comment. Nice planer. Yes, absolutely. Steve, Build Life, just want to stop by. Thanks, Steve. Appreciate it. Greg said, I got the same planner. Saves on time and sandpaper. Scott said, get on Instagram. I sure will. My dad actually bought the planer for me. I was with my father today. So big thank you. I was talking to my dad. I said, Dad, you're a hit. I go, people love it. I go, people love the videos of you coming up and helping out. So again, thanks, Dad, if you're watching. If you're in the chat somewhere, drop a line or whatever. But thanks, Pa, for the planer. I can't wait to use that on the saw bench probably tomorrow. But anyways, like I said, I got a video posted tomorrow. I think like 5 o'clock. I have it scheduled. I don't schedule too far out. Generally, if you see a video, I just shot it either that day or the day before. I don't have like 45 videos stacked up. Like some people are still posting stuff from like wintertime. It's like I'm pretty current with my stuff. Brian said, I'm firing off the Classic this weekend. It's full of recycling. Yeah, I mean, I burned some cardboard during the wintertime for sure. My job allows me to get paid to cut firewood, to heat my home, chainsaw training, stocked up for many years, Colin. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's, if you can get paid to do what you love, there's nothing wrong with that at all. I pack it full of all our cardboard and junk mail. Yeah, the Classics are good like that, where you can burn, the cardboard and whatnot. Kim said thumbs up. Yeah, absolutely, everybody. Hit that thumbs up. Lost you, Jay. Service kicked me off. Well, welcome back, Shane. Backyard with Dell. Glad I was able to stop by and catch the feed. Keep up the great videos. I appreciate it. Joe says it looks great. Thank you, Joe. Watch for nails when using the planer. Yes, absolutely. One thing I might get is one of those hand metal detectors. Kevin, the sawmill guy, before he cut my logs, you didn't see it on camera, but he would run one of those metal detectors that you'd see at like the TSA or whatever across the board here for lag bolts, iron, whatever. So I thought that was pretty slick. So may have to get one of those. Those are cheap enough. It would be weird having a metal detector in here though. That'd be interesting. It'd be a very odd tool to have, but hey, it would work. Good evening from Mount Jackson, Virginia. How's it going? Hideaway Homestead. Thank you guys for tuning in. I make rustic furniture. Very handy to have the planer. Yeah, I watched a bunch of videos on it the other day, and it seems super handy. It's primarily for the live edge benches. We get a lot of these from Kevin. So my theory is if I can get some scrap ones from Kevin, I'll actually plane them, clean them, stain them, resurface them, and either try to maybe sell them. I don't know. I've seen some people make like little benches out of them. I don't know. My brain's always spinning with ideas like rustic furniture. That would be cool to make some furniture in here. As you guys know, we do have those live edge slabs that are in the hut. We are going to build benches out of those for the play area next year. We're going to let them season for a year. So yes, I definitely want to get into more craftsmanship. Now that we have, I can't get over how excited I am with this shop here. This is going to be my workshop here. It's like 10 by 12. We have like a 5-foot door. We're going to do so much stuff in here. It's going to be insane. This live chat's kind of like like slamming the bottle of champagne off the ship or whatever. This is kind of like the kickoff to a bunch of shed videos, because the videos before just sucked. It was just like, who's his bum in his shed? Like, now it's like, okay, wow, that's a legit workshop. So I'm so happy. Duff McLean, hey brother, just watched your 5-year review of the CS90 after picking up one for $240. Feel like I got it for a steal. Absolutely. I will say, guys, if you can buy an Echo CS490 chainsaw for pennies, grab them, because it's a good truck saw. You do a little muffler mod, break it in, tune it, take the limiter caps off, open it up a little bit. That saw absolutely boogies. That was the first big saw I had, and that thing, to this day, 5 years of torture cutting boiler wood with it, it has held up fine. James said, your dad's awesome. Yeah, he really is. I mean, the guy's been such a blessing my whole life, and especially now with all the projects that we're doing. It was tough last year with COVID. It was literally just me here with my wife, and, I wasn't working. She's working in the hospital, and, I didn't see my family. They didn't see my son until he was like almost a year. So last year was tough, but I'm glad we're getting back to normal now. Hideaway said, we bought a very powerful magnet we use for checking for iron. Helps keep nails out of the driveway. Yeah, I definitely think if I'm going to use this planer more and get into more of the furniture stuff, it would definitely help to have a magnet or like a wand. Colin said, did you buy a sawmill? I wish. We have so many straight as an arrow pines on our property that are ready for harvest. It would literally, especially now with the crazy lumber prices, it would literally be worth it every penny to buy a sawmill right now and make our money back probably overnight if I was just to mill dimensional boards, shiplap, whatever. So it is on the list. I have a spot in the corner of the wood landing here, which I'm constantly working on reshaping, but that spot's going to be reserved for a sawmill. I definitely do think I will get one eventually. My goal is, and hear me out, and I'll tell you guys because you guys are true believers. My goal one day would be to make enough money doing like sawmilling, shiplap, and barn doors. I would love to do that type of woodworking, furniture, stuff like that. I used to do it all through high school. Obviously, like anything, I got to get better at it. But I would love to do like shiplap installs, barn doors, sawmilling, things like that. So firewood jobs. So, I can go to one job, clear firewood, bring it home, mill the good stuff, cut up the other stuff for firewood. It would all be, full cycle. That's kind of like the goal. I would love to sell some firewood too. That's why I haven't sold any firewood yet, is another video, which I'll probably make. So I'll touch on that another day, because that's another live chat in itself. But yes, sawmill's on the not the honeydew list. The sawmill's not on the honeydew list. The sawmill's on my list. Gus said, your mind is always thinking, but time is the problem. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, every single video you guys have seen, I swear to you, for the last year and a half has been filmed at 12 o'clock to 2 o'clock. I do almost all my videos, unless my mom and dad are up helping with the kids. I do all my videos between when they're napping. You often hear the baby monitor. I have the baby monitor on the shelf right here. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but I do time, and time is everything. Obviously, I love where I'm at with the kids and whatnot, so it's not a big deal now. But yes, when I get more time, you guys will see a lot more projects going on here. Greg said, have a good night. See you on the Back 40 Live. Yes, I'm going to pop over to Dan's live chat and keep an eye on the clock. Dan's going to start his at 9. So again, I'm kind of warming up the crowd, and I'll shoot over there and say hi a lot. Dan and I, we talk all the time, leave comments. He comments on my channel. I comment on his. He's a good guy. His live chats are fun. He's got way more props and all that fun stuff, but he's definitely doing great. I'm happy his channel is doing so well. So I'll be over there at 9 too. We're going to wrap up here in about 8-10 minutes. So I'll be over there. What else we got? Sawmills are super back ordered due to supply. We bought one back in February, and it won't be here till January 2022. Wow. I believe that. I 100% believe that. I don't think that a sawmill will happen here at any time in the near future. I see them pop up on the marketplace all the time, and I'm like, yeah. That they're going for resale value on those is incredible right now. I feel like this year everything is back ordered. I know I got friends who work in the marine industry, and they say boats are back ordered. People are ordering boats, and they won't even be here till like 2023, like, January. It's like, well, that does no good in the wintertime. Let me check comments here, see if we're all caught up. Yeah, I think we're all caught up. What else did I want to mention? Okay, videos going forward. Brian says, got to get back to work. Great live stream. Appreciate it, Brian. What we got going on here going forward, video-wise, again, we're going to finish up the shed, and then we're going to get back out in the woods. We're going to start building more trails. We're going to haul. We have a ton of firewood, a ton of dead wood, broken trees, trees that the tops have fallen out. So we're going to do a huge harvest. It's just super warm right now. So I'm this saw is run a little bit boggy in the really humid weather. So I'm kind of kicking back around here. That's why I decided to do the shed now, because I don't want to be wearing chaps and a helmet right now when it's 90 something degrees. Yeah, David said it's fishing season. Yeah, I agree. I'm not a fisher at all, but it's definitely time to kick back. I would love to go after it firewood in the fall and in the winter. I would actually prefer to cut all my firewood in the dead of winter, because on the property here, as you guys know, we have some wetland areas. But once everything freezes over, it's full access anywhere to get stuff that's fallen over, whatever nature has yielded. Wintertime, cutting firewood in the wintertime, I prefer it over the summertime. The fall is the premium season. Because all the moisture in the trees is back into the earth. Summertime, everything's full green. It's a ton of moisture. If you cut a tree down in the summertime versus cutting a tree down in the dead of winter, there's going to be less moisture in the wintertime tree. Robert said, I want to see you build the bridge over the stream. Yes, Rob, that is a video. I have a list on my phone of videos. That is going to be one of them. That stream out back is, I think it's around like 8 months out of the year. It's between one body of water, obviously, to the other. That stream feeds that big pond on that 57-acre property that I want to buy eventually, like I was telling you. But yes, I want to build that bridge over that stream. That would be such a fun. I would love to do that like old school, like cut some small diameter trees down, get like a hewing axe, and really make it like old school bridge building. Just no power tools, just out there in the bush. I think that would be fun. Hideaway said, agreed. So hot and humid right now, it's tough to get motivated. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, everybody in this chat knows chainsaws they run hot. They give off heat. I mean, if I had to go out in the woods, I could just start in the dead of winter, I could just start and cuddle the dang thing because they give off so much heat. You'd be fine. Jim said, how's the ice rink project? It's obviously thawed. if anybody couldn't figure that out. We're going to be working on that. We're probably going to go out there. We're probably going to trim some vegetation back. But the ice rink project, for those of you who don't know, we have a frozen little wetland pond that I've been working on. So maybe when we get the excavator, we'll do a little bit of work with it. I don't know, though. We've got to be careful, though. It's a 13,000-pound machine, so I don't really want to be taking it anywhere it doesn't belong. So the ice rink build's kind of on pause for now. Most of the time, if I'm going to work on that, it's going to be in the wintertime when I can actually get out there. David said, I'm heading out. It's been a pleasure meeting you. I'm happy I found your channel. Thanks, Dave. I appreciate it. I'm sure I will see you in the comments. Thank you for the continued support of the channel. Rob said it would be so cool. Yeah, the bridge is going to be cool. You know what would be even wild? If I could find 2 trees. I mean, I'm sure I can find them. If I could find 2 trees with a natural bow, like stuff that's blown over, to cut those and use the arch and actually have an arch bridge. Now that would be sweet. That would be cool. I have literally, when I say to you guys, I have just touched the surface of stuff around here. When I say I could think of 150 videos right now, and that wouldn't even take me out until June, July. That wouldn't even take me to August. There is so much stuff I can do around here, and we're just getting started. So I appreciate you guys always tuning in and whatnot. But I think we're gonna wrap that up. I know Dan's going live at 9, so it's 5 of now. I don't want to step on anybody's toes with my surprise live chat. But anyways, 22 people, 17 thumbs up. I really appreciate the support. Yeah, Rich, I'll see you guys in a minute over on Back 40. But I'd like to say thank you guys all for tuning in to the channel. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all the comments. I try to tune in all the time. I try to reply to all the comments. You guys are the true core supporters of the channel, and I really, really do appreciate it. So, like I always say, thank you guys for tuning in. This live chat was fun. I'm glad we have a spot to do it. We will see more of this. I think this time is a pretty good time, not going to lie. I'm not stepping on anybody else's toes here. I didn't want to just come up on YouTube and overlap somebody's stream. But anyways, I'm going to wrap up. Thank you guys so much for the support. Appreciate you guys watching. And like I always say, we will see you out in the woods.